What's up guys, this is TampaTec. I'm going to show you a very cool rear view mirror, dash cam and backup camera system. Let's check it out. Let's go ahead and unbox it and check out all the features, and I'll show you how to install it. And this is the Wolfbox G900. I'm going to show you why this is one of the best sellers on Amazon. Extra wide rear view mirror, touchscreen, full HD screen. It records up to 4K resolution. Here's the power on and off right here. If you want to turn it off, press and hold. If you want to turn it on, press and hold. But it should auto turn on when you start your car. This is the microphone right here. If you want to turn off the display and just use the reflection as a standard rear view mirror, you just tap this once. Here's the clips, so you could clamp it onto your existing rear view mirror. The input voltage is 5 volt, 3 amp. These are the speakers, I believe, and right here is the camera lens. And you can move it up and down and adjust it. Right here is the GPS connection. And oh wow, it comes with an SD card? No way. 64 gig. And this is the high-speed version, which is good for recording 4K resolution. And then right here is the AV input for the backup camera, and there's a Type-C connection for power. Let's take this out. Comes with your backup camera. This thing feels heavy duty. Oh yeah, this is metal. This is a nice thick cable, and this is where you connect it to your reverse light. So it'll trigger when you put the car in reverse. The power adapter, if you want to plug it into your cigarette port, you can remove this. And there's a fuse in there. So if it's not working, make sure you check the fuse. Looks like a 5 amp fuse. Oh, and it has a tool so you could run the cables in your car. Is the GPS. Looks like there's double-sided tape already on it. And they have 2 different size rubber bands so you can mount it to many different style rear view mirrors. And a microfiber cloth, and of course you have a manual, and oh, this is a mounting bracket for the backup camera. Now it has an extra feature. If you want parking monitoring, then highly suggest getting the Wolfbox Fuse hardwire kit. I suggest to run the backup camera wire first, then the GPS, then the power cable last. When you're running the wires, be sure to keep mind of the airbag. You have to run the wires behind the airbag so the airbag can deploy properly. Continue running the cable under the roof lining. You might have to use 2 hands to pry back the pillar panel, and then continue running the cable under the roof lining till you get to the back hatchback. When you get to the hinge, be sure to run the wire behind the hinge, and so when you close and open the door, it's not going to pinch the wire. Have to unplug the conduit and fish the wire through the conduit. There we have it. Right there. Now I'm going to tape the cable to the end of the fish tape right here. Alright, so right here, you got black electrical tape. You want to tape it so it doesn't get caught up. Just kind of like that, diagonal. Alright, so we're going to try to fish it through the conduit now and send it up there. I'm holding the camera with one hand and doing this with the other. It's working, I think. Now you can use black electric tape or zip ties to run the backup camera wire alongside of the wire harness. Please note this part is actually optional because you'll still be able to view behind your car using the backup camera without connecting to the reverse light. If you want the backup parking lines, then I highly suggest connecting the red wire to the positive wire on the reverse light plug. Using a voltmeter, you can find out which side is the positive wire where you need to connect the backup camera red wire to. Simply use a voltmeter, have someone in the car put the car in reverse, check the voltage. If the voltage is positive, then the red probe is on the positive wire. If you do decide to connect the red backup camera wire to the reverse light for those parking lines, then I highly suggest getting the T-Tap splice wire connectors. Be sure to splice off 1/4 inch of bare wire and then make sure you put it in the connector in the proper position where you crimp it and it connects to the bare wire. And then simply slide on the connector. Make sure it sits in all the way flush. Next, run the backup camera wire through a hole, or you might have to drill a hole, and then run it to the long extended wire. So go ahead and line up the 2 arrows together. There'll be a little notch on the black cable, and then you just slide those together, and that's it. Make sure it's on all the way in. Next, we're going to put together the backup camera mount. Just simply use the 2 Phillips screws and screw on the camera to the mount. It has double-sided tape, so you can simply stick it to your car surface, but make sure you clean the car surface before you do that. Go ahead and tighten up the screws so the mount is secure. Now that you have the backup camera connected, next we have to connect the GPS. Be sure to mount the GPS where it's on your dashboard facing the sky. Now lastly, we're going to connect the power. There's 2 ways to connect the power. You can use the power adapter, simply plug it into a secret lighter port, or you can use the Wolfbox fuse wire kit. This will monitor your car while you're parked. Simply locate the fuse box, which is under your dashboard, either on the driver's side or passenger side, and then connect to a ground source. Next, be sure to test out the backup camera. Now if I connected the red wire properly to the reverse light, I should get the parking lines. And I do. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features. So if you tap on this button right here, that will turn off the display. It's still recording the front and back of your car, but just turns off the display so you can utilize the rear view mirror. And as you can see, you can't see much back there, right? And this is what I see when I back up. But thanks to Wolfbox G900 series, I'm able to see everything back there. Look at that wide angle lens view. It's pretty amazing. And you can even scroll up and down. And then when you put the car in reverse, just like that, it'll toggle the camera angle slightly down, and then you'll have the parking lines, which is really convenient. And you can even adjust those as well. And then right here is your time, date. Right here lets you know that you are recording currently, and it records every minute and then starts a new recording. The 2.5K, it's recording that resolution in the front, and then 2.5K, it's recording that resolution in the back. Right here you can stop the recording, take a snapshot, tap on that. That is emergency recording. You can stop that right there. Confirm. Right here's all your backup recordings. This is my front normal album, and this is the front emergency album. Let's go ahead and check out, let's check out the front one. And let's go ahead and scroll up, check on that. As you can see, the quality looks really well. You know what I like about this? I love that I can preview each recording and it has time and date on it. There's the date and there's the time. You don't even have to really transfer the micro SD card to your PC. You could just use your phone, record this recording. Here's the features right here. My resolution, 4K and 2.5K. The reason why I chose 2.5K is because not a lot of computers can run 4K video, and then also I wanted to run higher FPS, frames per second. So that's more important to me than the resolution. And also I live in Florida, it's really hot, and I didn't want it to overheat, you know, running such a high resolution. It could cause the electronics to get a little hotter compared to when it's recording 2.5K. So right here, this is letting you know, well, do you want 1 minute recordings, 3 minute, or 5 minute? So I like 1 minute recordings, so it's easier to find when I'm looking for. Sound recording, I have that on. G4 sensor, someone crashes into, I believe that toggles emergency recording. I have that set to low, just in case I accidentally bump into the mirror, it doesn't record. The parking and time lapse, I actually have that turned off. Alright, so it's right now running at 60 Hertz, which is what I want. Screensaver, I have that to turn off. It saves the screen life. And display mode, I set it to rear camera mode. So when I turn on the car, the rear camera is going to be displayed on this screen. Right here, rear image adjustment. So I can flip the image for the backup camera, and I have it set to rear mirror, so it looks like a, you know, rear view mirror recording. Languages, yeah, you got a bunch different ones. We could go to Smoothie King.
On the way home?
Get a watermelon smoothie. If you download the Wolfbox Player from wolfbox.com, you can actually utilize the GPS mapping system. It uses Google Maps, and you can see exactly where you're located at the time of this recording. As you can see, it has real-time GPS location while it's recording. In the Wolfbox Player, which you get from wolfbox.com, it's available for Mac or Windows computers. So once you download it, you open it up, and then you click on File. Make sure you plug in the micro SD card, and you have to use a SD card adapter to plug it into your computer. Go ahead and click on Open File. And then mine is right here. That's event folder. That's if you get into a car accident, it might be in that folder. So you could check that folder if you got into a car accident or a fender bender. Check that folder first. Parking, that's the parking footage right there. So if someone hit you in a parking lot, check that footage. Photos is a screenshot, or if you tapped on the photo button. And videos, usually it's in this folder right here. That's F for front facing camera, R for rear facing camera. And let's go ahead and choose the front one. To read it, it's year 1st, 2023, June, no, it's, yeah, 06 is June, and then that's June 12th, and the time is 22:05. So let's click on that. And then right now it's loading, so you have to give it about maybe 5 seconds to load.
So the car does it keep
right
on
here,
the same
if you
speed,
want
does it, like,
both of them to load at the same time, the front and
5 miles per hour?
back, what you want to do is go into your settings, video playback mode, and choose 2 channel right here. And then, you know, you could choose 3-channel, but that's only if you have 3 cameras. Video playback speed, I set to 1. Language, of course, is English. Map, Google. Speed unit, you could do kilometers or miles. And then tracking, I got up to 50. And autoplay next video. So let's go ahead and check it out and see how it looks.
And then it just keeps going at 5 miles per hour.
You can flip the image for the front and backup camera. That might be useful depending on how you mounted the camera. Of course, you can adjust the volume, but that's in cabin volume. This is autoplay next. That button on the left is screenshot. You can send a screenshot if you pause it. And right here, you can zoom in and check out anyone's license plate number. And as you can see, it does a pretty good job zooming in. And at 2.5K resolution, you should not have an issue seeing any license plate number. And for some reason, it's not loading the GPS or miles per hour. I'm not sure why. You might have to restart the player. So guys, if you're interested in the Wolfbox dash cam and backup camera system, check out the link in the video description below. If you know anyone that might benefit by using this dash cam system, go ahead and click on the share button below, share this video to them, help someone out. If this video was informative, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay updated on the latest tech videos. Thanks guys for watching.